The handouts or review materials must be treated with utmost confidentiality. It shall be the responsibility of the person whose name appears therein that the handouts or review materials are not photocopied or in any way reproduced, shared, or lent to any person or disposed in any manner. Any handouts or review materials found in the possession of another person whose name does not appear therein shall be prima facie evidence of violation of RA 8293. Top-notch review materials are updated every 6 months based on the current trends and feedback. Please buy all recommended review books and other materials.
Alright, so I'll just do a quick testimonial po, no, about my road to MD. Alright, so good morning. I'm Doc DK. I'm one of the mothers here in Topnotch, and this is my online Topnotch online experience, and I would like just to share it with you very quickly. Alright. Okay, so a short background po, no. I entered med school back in 2015. I was 28 years old at that time. So wag na po natin i-compute yung edad ko. So yeah, I was generally older than my batchmates at that time. I'm married to a doctor who was in residency training noon, and I was a breastfeeding mother to a 1-year-old child. So basically, my profile was not your ordinary medical student. I was different, and sometimes it's okay to be different, and I embraced my uniqueness in my med school, diba? So ganon, basically parang 10 years po akong hindi nag-aral when I decided to study medicine. So I was rusty in many aspects, but suffice it to say, studying was quote-unquote new, no? Parang bago lahat again sa akin. All right, so this was me in my first year of med school. So I had to do 3 things, no? I had to learn, I had to relearn, and I had to unlearn actually a lot of things. So first, I had to learn. I had to learn to absorb so many information in so little time. So that's medicine for us, right? Alam ko, alam nyo rin yan. And that's what you're gonna do again for this season. Second, I had to relearn. So ano yung sabihin nun? I had to relearn my mga old study habits ko back in college, di ba? Kasi tagal ko na hindi nag-aral eh. So kailangan kong aralin ulit yon. Lastly, I had to unlearn. I had to unlearn so many practices and mindset na hindi napasok doon sa generation. Kasi I was entering a new era, di ba? So ibang-iba yung panahon ko when I was in college as compared to when I was in med school. So ibang era na yon. So the generation gap between my batchmates and I was actually quite obvious. Well, sana hindi po obvious sa itsura, pero parang sa tech skills yata ako nabisto ng mga classmates ko. So case in point, when I was in college, ang ginagamit pa ho ng mga teachers ko, I'm not sure if our students are familiar with this, no? Yung acetate na may overhead projector. Actually, PowerPoint was already there, but it was rarely used, no? And then, nakakahiyaman pong aminin, pero Friendster pa po yung aming social media noon. Facebook was just starting, hindi pa uso yung mga group chat na meron tayo ngayon. So, ganun po, no? Yung gap namin ng mga classmates ko. And mobile internet was not a thing, hindi pa uso. Walang data during my time. Ngayon, mobile data is already a necessity, as we all know. So, in my first year of med school, PowerPoint presentation lahat, kaliwat kanan, mga teachers ko, everyone. So, left and right din yung mga group chat, kada project, no? Meron kayong group chat for this, so may project tayo dito, may group chat naman for that. So imagine the shock and the steep learning curve I had to endure para lang po makasabay dun sa mga bagets ko na classmates. So thankfully, nairaos ko naman, no? So fast forward tayo, 2018, I was an incoming medical clerk already. Ang saya, diba? So finally, I can apply my learnings to the hospitals. I was able to finish naman po 1 year of actual on-site clerkship in the hospital, just like many of the doctors before me. So these are photos of me during my clerkship, no? So super enjoy ng on-site clerkship ko nun. Na-enjoy ko siya. Super na-enjoy ko nga ho yata that I forgot to tell you, I became pregnant, no? With my second child during clerkship. So this is your pregnant clerk na umiikot sa hospital up to my 8th month of pregnancy. I was doing hospital rounds, no, as a clerk, as the lowest form of animal in the hospital, sabi nga nila, for clerks. So I decided to take a leave of absence for a year, no, to give birth, breastfeed my child, take care of my youngest son. And then after my leave, So 2019, bumalik na po ako, no, as incoming intern. But the COVID pandemic, as we know, it happened. So yung internship ko po dapat na on-site, naging internship with a capital E because it became online. So that was the second major paradigm shift that I had to experience personally just to finish med school. Kasi yung una, pagpasok ko pa lang parang, okay, bago na naman. So tapos yung internship ko, naging online internship pa, di ba? So yeah, because of the COVID pandemic, online learning suddenly became necessary. No, we had to learn online what we were supposed to be learning in the hospitals. No, with the real patients, with the real situations. It was difficult and scary for me. Scary because online education was new, diba? Who knew, diba, paano gumawa ng online learning, lalo na yung online internship. Because the hospital is the scary place to be during a pandemic. Ayaw mong pumunta sa hospital, but yet we had to learn. So personally, it was scary because I did not know if I will ever become a competent doctor, knowing how significant the learnings are in the face-to-face trainings. Kasi nagpagdaanan ko po yung on-site na clerkship. So alam ko yung mga mamimiss ko. Alam ko yung difference, no, na mangyayari just because I will do an online internship. Well, but pandemic left us, actually all of us, with no choice. Wala tayong choice. Pero sabi nga ho nila, no, when the old sayings says, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. I say forget that. When life gives you lemons, make margaritas. And margaritas are so much more better than lemonade. Diba? No, biro lang po. So what I mean is, I chose to look beyond the things that were out of my control. So I chose to have a positive attitude despite all the adversities. And to be completely honest po, I'll just be honest, no? Online internship was actually favorable for me. Why? Because I was able to watch my kids grow up, no? In the comfort of my home, in the province. Wala ako sa Manila. I was able to become a wife, diba? Kasi tagal kong busy sa med school. So I was able to become a wife again to my husband. All the while attending online SGDs, online rounds, and believe it or not, even online surgeries and online duties. Nagawa namin yon during our online internship. Pero syempre at the back of my mind, sabi nito ni Doc Broly kanina, yung term na FOMO, no, in the Gen Z language, parang may fear of missing out eh. Parang dami kong doubts, ang dami kong fears, so many questions. So finally, tuwang-tuwa ako when Topnotch launched the Topnotch Genesis program. So hindi ko alam, I'm sure yung iba familiar sa inyo to, di ba? You took this for clerks and interns. This was meant to supplement our clinical learnings with lectures and quizzes. So meron din siyang mga common bedside skills, ganyan, kuwasan sessions, na parang clinical endorsements na rin, revalid the sessions natin. So ang galing ng Topnotch kasi they were so quick to adapt. They were ahead of everyone because they understood, no, what the students needed. Alam nila kung ano yung kailangan ng mga estudyante. And they tried to help us become, well, more confident doctors in a way, no? It was like a magic potion that I wanted to drink right away. But of course, it wasn't all roses and butterflies. The catch, ito yung catch. I was a busy online intern with so many paperworks, so many presentations, so many projects na binobombard kami ng school just because wala kaming online duty. So gawin niyo yan, gawin ito. So many things. Na akala nila, mas madali pa kung mag-duty na lang sa hospital, sa totoo lang, kaya sa gawin namin lahat ng mga paperworks at pinapagawa nila sa amin, but we had no choice, no? So it was a challenging time for me because at that time, sabi ko, paano kung sisingit yung Topnotch Genesis, no? Doon sa mga kailangan ko pang gawin, itong mga to graded, itong mga to kailangan ko para graduate ng internship, no? So that was a tough trade-off, I think, if you must say. But, you know, I forced myself to squeeze in the Genesis materials kasi they were just too good to be missed, no? The handouts deserved better than be left in my downloads folder. So to cut the story short po, I finished internship with a school requiring us to go back, no, for a few months in the hospital already because at that time, the restrictions were easing out. No, so nagamit ko rin talaga, binaon ko rin talaga yung mga natutunan ko sa Topnotch Genesis dun sa aking mga hospital duties. So ito na ho, finally. Okay, malapit na ako matapos. Finally, I graduated after all the detours in my journey, no? So what's the next step? So alam niyo na yung next step at alam ko pinaghahandaan niyo na to. That's why you are all here, no? Of course, the next obstacle course is to take the physician licensure exam. That's the next logical step you have to take, no? So ano pa nga ba? I nag-enroll ako sa Topnotch Online, di ba? So I enrolled in Topnotch Online. Well, to give you an idea, I have very good friends in Topnotch. I know the people behind Topnotch. I know their quality, their integrity. I know their dedication in their work. And I've seen so many doctor friends of mine attend the Topnotch program and pass the PLE with flying colors. So my husband, whom I met when he was a med student pa, reviewed here in Topnotch as well and has been a pediatrics lecturer of Topnotch for a decade already. So makikita niyo siya, mamimit niyo siya, si Doc Ian. And imagine the pressure, no? For me to pass the board exam. Wala naman masyadong pressure, di ba? Pero oo, maraming pressure. But you know, I took the pressure positively and used it as my motivation, basically to pass hopefully in my first day. No? So this is Dr. Punong Bayan and Doc Ian, one of your pediatrics lecturer. Okay, so ano na? Yan. So the big difference nung sa Topnotch program nila was that yung sa akin purely online. Yung sa husband ko and sa mga friends ko na doctors na, no, actually consultants na sila during that time when I was reviewing, yung sa kanila purely on-site purely face-to-face, no? So that begs the question, what is the difference now? In my opinion, no, in my experience, what's the difference between on-site and online, di ba, na Topnotch program? So you know, for a millennial like me, millennial pa ako, na-search ko yon, iba pala yung Gen Z tsaka mga Gen Alpha, ganyan. So I'm a millennial. So for a millennial like me, who had a little too much on her plate and who was a little technically challenged, no, up to now, I'm a little technically challenged at the start, no, but natututunan ko naman lahat. I was able to utilize Topnotch online program to my advantage. I don't see any reason why any other person can't, no? So kung kinaya ko, I'm sure you can, no? So learning in Topnotch has both synchronous and asynchronous. I'm sure you know this already from the orientation kanina. So yung bonus sa akin is flexibility of doing things at my own pace. But at the same time, yung mga synchronous sessions gave me a certain structure so that my learning was still guided, no? Second, it was convenient and cost-effective for me because I live in the province and I did not have to go to Manila anymore just for the review. So ang dami ko ring natipid na oras at hindi na ako gumastos para pumunta sa Manila at tumira sa Manila just for the review, right? And then, ang gustong-gusto ko rin sa Topnotch, not because I'm a mother goose now, but because it's really, personalized experience, I guess, yung mother goose and mentoring natin. So dati, kung meron akong mga challenges, queries that were not academic in nature, syempre nakakahiya namang buligligin si Doc Broly about it, di ba? So meron akong matatakbuhan, no? So the program got it covered for me. I was able to get holistic support, not only academically, but more importantly, yung mental health ko and yung emotional well-being ko were also taken care of. So as you will know in your review now, the board exam review is not only physically exhausting, but it can take a toll on your mental health. So this was me, no? I took the board exam last March 2022. Ito po ako nung nagka-Topnotch online program. Di ko nakapag-selfie pa si tita. Alright, so yon. So the disadvantage naman, konti lang for me, no? Online learning. Distractions, paulit-ulit na sinasabi. Totoo yon. Social media and the like, no? I had to devise a way by timing my apps. Siguro 1 hour lang talaga. Totoo yon, 1 hour per day, naka-time yon. Tapos makikita ko na konting time na lang, tapos na yung oras ko for social media. That was what I did. It worked for me. I hope it will work for you. No, to make sure that I'm on track. So what the program lacks in actual face-to-face human interaction, it actually makes up naman for interactive Zoom sessions, no, quiz masters, and online study sessions. Merong mga study libraries dito sa Topnotch. And at the same time, meron kayong face-to-face, may on-site pa kayo. I saw in the schedule, di ba? Meron tayong on-site na lectures. So that's a lot no, already compared dun sa amin na purely online lang. So connectivity issues, minor lang yun because I was living in the province. Sometimes mahina yung signal or sometimes nagkakaroon ng power outage, but nothing major, no, that caused delay in my review. So the good thing is that the system of Topnotch is so tested already. Alam na alam ko yung system ng Topnotch kasi ang tagal-tagal ko ng kaibigan yung mga tao sa Topnotch. Alam ko how they work. As I said, I know the people. My husband is part of it and I've seen how they work, no, behind the scenes. And yung sistema ho nila sobrang tested na So I did not dare defy it, no? Hindi ko siya dinefy. I followed it. I personalized it according to my needs and my responsibilities as a mother and as a wife. So inayos ko lang ng konti, pero basically, no, sinunod ko yung Topnotch. Syempre po, lisensya na yung pinag-uusapan at I did not risk it anymore. So yan. So finally, I was able to pass the PLE and this is my motivational quote. I wrote this in front of me during the entire Topnotch online program. Favorite ko to, the best view comes after the toughest climb. So again, the best view comes after the toughest climb. And I cannot wait for you to conquer your mountains and savor the victory after this season in your lives. So good luck to all of you, and see you on the other side. Thank you for listening.